Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. Now in this section we have a question on method of moment, which is having two variables. So in this case what we are going to do is that we are given the piecewise function, and then since we have two variables, we are going to solve the first set of equation using the mean, and then the second set of equation in the variance. So that's what we are going to do. So with the first set of equation, using the mean, which is mu equal to that, we have x here multiplied by the function. So straight I'm going to do that. Now the lower limit is of a, and then the upper limit is b in this case, multiplied by the function, and then the function is 1 over b minus a, and then we have the x here. Okay, so we have mu, let's call it mu1, and then from here we bring 1 over b minus a here outside, and then we have x here, b, and then a here, the x in this case. So from here, when we integrate x here, we are just going to get this to be 1 over b minus a. So we have x squared here, and then b here, a here. So doing this, we just have 1 over b, and then we have b squared minus a squared in this case. So we have mu here to be b squared minus a squared here being divided by, and then remember when we integrate this, we divide by the exponent, which is 2. So we divide here by 2, and then we have 2 here into bracket b minus a also here. Now what is b squared minus a squared? So b squared minus a squared is basically coming to when you have b minus a, difference of 2 squared, and then you have b plus a. So difference of 2 squared, realize that when you expand this, you are just going to get b squared minus a squared. So we are just going to replace it with that. So replacing it with this b minus a here, and then b plus a here being divided by 2 b minus a here. So realize that this will get rid of that, and therefore we have the mean here to be equal to b plus a here divided by 2, and let's call this one equation 1. Now equation 2, we are going to solve equation 2 with the variance in this case. So with the variance, you know, it is just squaring that, just squaring the x here, which is equal to, so let's call this one mu2, right? Let's call this one mu2, which is just s squared multiplied by the function 1 over b minus a here, the x, remember it is b, and then a here. So with this one we have mu2 here being equal to 1 over b minus a outside here, and then what we'll do here is to integrate this. So integrating that, we have 1 minus b here outside here, and integrating that, we add 1 to the exponent, and then we divide. So cube here, and then we have b, and then a here. So from here we have 1 over b minus a, and then we just have this to be b cubed over 3, then minus a cubed over 3 here, right? Then so from here we just have b cubed minus a cubed all over b minus a here multiplied by 3 in this case. So let's call this one mu2, and then again b cubed minus a cubed is just also coming from the fact that when we expand b minus a, and then b squared plus ab, so expanding, so b cubed is equal, b cubed minus a cubed actually comes from expanding b minus that, and then we have b squared plus ab plus a squared. Now when we expand this, we should get this to be the answer, which is b cubed minus a cubed. So if that is the case, we just replace that so that we can reduce everything there. So we have the whole of this being equal to that, so b minus a here, and then b squared minus plus ab plus a squared here being divided by 3 over b minus a. So this will get rid of that, and then our second equation is just going to be b squared plus ab here plus a squared here being divided by 3, and let's call this one equation 2. So from equation 1 and equation 2, equation 1 we add to be mu1 here to be b plus a divided by 2, call it equation 1. Equation 2 here is just b squared plus ab here plus a squared here being divided by 3, equation 2. Now how do we get a and b? Because that is what the question is asking for. We should find a method of moment estimator for a and b. So in this case, what we'll do is to solve them simultaneously. So another thing we can do is to just make one of the variables here the subject. So let's say from equation 1 we can make one variable the subject. So let's make b the subject there. So making b the subject, this goes to multiply that. We have 2 mu1, and then this goes to the other side, minus a being equal to b, and then let's call this one equation 3. What we'll do next is just to put equation 3. So put equation 3 into equation 2, right? So we have this being equal to 2 mu here minus a squared plus b multiplied by 2 mu 1 minus a, sorry, a multiplied that rather, and then we have plus a squared here. So mu 2 here will be equal to, expanding this, so from here expanding this is just going to be 4 mu squared here, and then we just have this to be minus 4 mu 1 a, and then we have plus a squared here plus 2. So this one is just going to be give us mu 1 a minus a squared plus a squared. So this goes away, and then we also have this being like terms. So we have mu 2 here being equal to 4 mu squared 1 here, and then we have minus 4 mu 1a, and then plus 2 mu 1a, just going to be minus 2 mu 1a plus just also have a squared here. So let's send this to the other side. So remember, we are putting equation 3 into equation 2, and equation 2, all of this thing here is divided by 3. Forgot to add it. So all of this thing divided by 3, so it's just going to look like a squared here, which we have here, and then the minus of so let's keep everything at one side. Let's keep everything here. So we have the next one to be 4 . So we have another a here. So the next one is negative 2 u1a, and then the next one is just, so we have this, what is left is this. Now this goes to multiplies that, and then we have plus 4 u1 squared, and then this moves to the other side, so minus 3u2, and this, all of this equal to 0. So realize that we have a here squared, and then we have a here, and then we have the c. So this looks like equation of a straight line, m y equal to ms plus c. So from here we have as squared plus bs plus c equal to 0, and then from here you can see that the coefficient of x here, which is just a, is just, so a is just 1 here, and then from here b is just negative 2u1, and then c here will just be the constant of this, so u1 squared minus 3u2 in this case. So how do we get this? How do we solve this? In order for us to get a, we use the quadratic formula. So y equal to minus b here plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a in this case. So from here we have this to be y here being equal to minus b is just 2u1, and then it's negative, which gives us positive, so we have 2u1 here, and then plus or minus the square root of b squared is just minus 2u1, which is, so negative goes away, and then we have 4u squared 1, and then minus 4 multiplied by a, which is 1, and then multiplied by c here, which is just going to give us so this is just going to give us 16u1 squared, and then so negative multiplies this, gives us positive, and then 4 here multiplied by 3 is just 12u2 in this case. So divided by 2a, 2a is just 1, so 2 multiplied by 1 is just 2, and then y here is just going to be 2u1, the plus or minus. So let's write this appropriately. You realize that 4u1 u1 squared, 16u1 squared, they are like terms, so we can just do that, but then it will be negative 12u squared 1. So what we can do is just bring the 12u2 here, and then we have negative 12u squared 1 here divided by 2. So in this case we can write this thing as u1 plus or minus. Remember, we have 12 here, 12 here, so we can just bring 12 out. Then we have u2 here minus u squared 1 here being divided by 2, and then from here we have u1 plus or minus. Now what is the square root of 12? Square root of 12 is just 4 multiplied by 3, so it's 2, the root of 3 here still inside, u2 minus u squared 1 here divided by 2. So from here we have u1 divided by 2 plus or minus 2 here, 3 u2, so u2 minus u squared 1 here divided by 2. 2 cancel that, 2 cancel that, and then from here we have y here being equal to u1, the plus or minus 3 into bracket u2 minus u squared 1 here. So yeah, so that will be y. So from here we can say that our a and b, so a here will be equal to u1, there's minus 3 u2 minus u squared 1 here, and then the b, because it is two parts, positive side and negative side, and then the b part will also be the positive side of the a, u2 minus u squared 1 in this case, and that will be the values for the a and b. Now in this case also, remember that u1 is just the s bar, the mean, the normal mean, which is written as the summation of n I equal to 1, just summing the mean up. Remember, it's 1 over n here, and then the u2 is just squaring that, so we just have 1 over n, the summation s squared I here, I equal to 1, and then n here. So we can just replace u1 and u2 with some of these things there, and then we can do that also. So thank you very much for joining me in this session. I hope this session was helpful, and then I'll see you in the next section, which will be on maximum likelihood.